3, 2, 1. And action. Take 2. And I totally forgot where I was going with that because I really totally forgot. It went because I was leading up to it and then I was like, poof, it's gone. Hey guys, welcome to the Suspish Watch Chitchat. I am Kat, your admin, and Genya, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, it's so great to see you, gorgeous. I'm loving your hair.
Thank
okay. It's always something new and fresh. I love it.
I appreciate it. I just had to freshen up the color a little.
Yep, and you've got the matching with your eyeshadow.
I did this for this month. Each week we're doing, a different look, and we have Earth Day, and so I'm a Pisces and I love the ocean, so I picked blue.
Lovely, lovely. Well, you are glowing in that blue, girl.
Thank you.
We are on episode 38.
I can't believe it.
Yep. And we just keep knocking them out and talking about more challenges and prizes and giveaways. And there's just always something that we've got going on.
It's so busy. I love it. I love seeing the interaction from all the Suspicious. They are knocking them out of the park each and every week, and do a phenomenal job.
Yes, absolutely. Don't forget our YouTube giveaway still going on.
That Ophir case is amazing.
It's gorgeous and it's huge. Like Natalie's shown it before. It's a travel case. I mean, it's huge and it's just jam-packed. I saw a couple people who commented on before, like when somebody says they had one or they've seen one and it's gorgeous. And that is just amazing. So we're at 332 subscribers on our YouTube. So stop what you're doing, go to YouTube, click subscribe, and you could win that Ophir case.
I know. I want it.
No, I want it.
All the value. That thing is worth hundreds of dollars.
I know. Yeah, it sure is. So YouTube giveaway is going to be going on until we hit 500. Once we hit 500, we are going to be celebrating, and Natalie will be picking a winner at random. So one of the things that I kind of started doing was our Tuesday admin sesh. And doing Q's and A's for our suspicious out there. What do you want to know about the group, what we have going on, just to kind of give it as another outlet for people to have direct interaction with us, right? So we can interact with everybody. We've got over 104,000 people in our group. That's a lot of people. So we want to keep that interaction going and positive. And one of the comments on there was like, what do you like best about the challenges that we do? And the number one selection for that Q&A was they love how people are picked at random.
It is. It's amazing that all you have to do is actually participate.
Complete.
Complete, participate, because everybody is picked at random and your name is entered into the name wheel generator.
Yep.
We hit, the button to shuffle them up. Shake them up is what I was trying to say. And then it automatically picks them. Yep. And so it's completely random. And in the last few months, we've changed it up where the rules used to be you had to complete all the looks. And we know some of the looks are harder than some of the looks. Some of them are easier. And, we want you to do your own take on them. They don't have to be exact. They can be pulled from the colors. They can be, mimicked to try and complete. Because some people want to really push themselves and try new things, but other people figure they can't do that. It's not in their wheelhouse. So they just might pull from the colors and do that. So it's just to try something and put your name in the basket. I mean, it's literally throwing your name into the basket to get a drawing.
Yeah. And I love that when people post, they say, you guys are really encouraging me to try something new or step out of my comfort zone, or I've never would have used these colors before, but I wanted to participate. And it's just amazing. So every month, guys, be ready. We have 4 looks a month, and at the end of the month, so at the end of April, going into the 1st of May, the next Chit Chat, we will announce the winner for the month of April. Again, completely random, not based on talent, and you can win an amazing prize.
And that gives you 4 chances to win too, because 4 looks, then you get 4 entries. So
amazing. And we have such talent in this group, I tell you.
It is. I mean, and don't feel like you're competing against, you know, professional makeup artists either, because it is random. So your odds are just as good as anybody else's. That's the key takeaway from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so speaking of some of those rules too, we have people still hitting the report button. Guys, this goes against us. This goes against our group. It gets reported to Facebook. We would like you to basically tag one of the moderators or the admin so we can take care of it. We are very strict on what we allow to happen in our group, whether it's posting or comments, and we will not hesitate to kick somebody out who's being rude or just nasty, because that's just not the place. This is a safe place. This is a place where we can all encourage each other, and we have a passion for makeup and murder mystery, Bailey, right? There's no sense in people being nasty. So please do not hit the report button.
And also realize that everybody's humor can be different and you may not like it. So if you don't like it, keep scrolling on, because we do go through the posts before they get pushed through. So they do have to be approved first. So they are looked at.
Yes, each post is screened by one of our team members. So if we question it, you know, then we don't allow it usually, or we'll discuss it.
Right. So if you don't agree with it, you know, you can feel free to DM one of us, the reasoning why, and we'll take a second look at it and see if it's validated. But a lot of times it's just everybody's got different senses of humor or something. And, you know, it's just best to keep on scrolling and not bother to leave a comment, because it's not worth antagonizing anyone. So
if you don't have anything nice to say, don't. Mom always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
Exactly. On Wednesdays, we do the member biz.
Yes, we do.
And we support all forms of member biz, as long as they're tangible. So
if it's a product that somebody can purchase and you're trying to, we use that for networking, right? So it's, again, a safe space. What we do not allow is that member to directly message other members in the group about their business.
Right.
On Wednesdays, we allow you to post something, and if people respond to it, then, you know, good. Yeah, you're just promoting your business. So.
Right. And we expect everybody as adults to respect other people's businesses.
Yes.
If you're not happy with the business that people are providing, then come back tomorrow, i.e. Thursday.
Yeah. Just don't partake on Wednesdays.
Yes.
If you don't like it.
Easy peasy. Play by the rules, play nice, and happy.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm so excited. We have a guest for this chit chat, and I cannot wait. But before we kind of let her in and talk about some of her amazing talents, did you watch Bailey last week?
I did.
And it was so funny because Kat, right? And it's Kitty Cat West, and her name is Kathleen, and she goes by Kat. And I'm like, that's so me. It just kind of made me laugh, because a lot of her personality, like I kind of could see myself in some of that same, you know, personality. I'm a little bit outgoing and, you know, kind of social and that kind of thing. So whenever Bailey was kind of explaining her in the background. I was like, is she talking about me?
Nah, I don't see you doing
No. No, I do not have a private business on the side where I take photos of myself in promiscuous positions. That does not happen. But what a story. I mean, it seemed like her and her husband, I think his name was Jeff, right? It was Kat and Jeff. So they seemed to be like a great couple. You know, he was military. She picked up and followed him around and kind of things. They started a family.
Looked good from the outside.
Yeah. And I think Bailey mentioned that too, is there's only so social media shows not every dimension.
Right.
She had a quote and I wrote it down because I wanted to I wanted to say it. In this one, when she was talking about, like, when she was doing some research and stuff for this story, she said, my Google history makes me look like I'm a horny, insane person. And I was like, if you think about the Google history on mostly people in this group is probably just like, what are you looking at? That's crazy.
Oh, I have mine set up where it's like delete upon closing, because
oh, you do.
it's just, well, you know, especially at work, because
Sure.
you know, I'm looking up weird stuff all the time, and it's like, no, I just can't have that coming up.
We don't need somebody going into my Google history to look.
Right. Not at work.
It's probably not a bad idea. Note to self. Yeah.
Because I look up all sorts of things at work.
But anyway, so Kitty Cat West, wow. So when she died, I mean, it was questionable whether or not she was actually murdered. What do you think?
I don't know. You know, her husband professed his innocence, and I listened to the whole handprints on the bottle.
Yep.
It made sense, but you know, alcohol, I kind of believed,
especially absinthe.
Oh yeah. But you know, I kind of listened to the idea that, you know, if she did fall and then got up and kind of stumbled and then you know,
because there was the two pools
again. Right.
Yeah, there was the two pools of blood.
That was believable to me.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
But
or even if, because the door was open for a couple hours in the middle of the night, even if she got up, went inside, left the door open, and then maybe went back outside like a couple hours later or something, I don't know, but there was no evidence that she actually went back into the house, that she stayed. And I guess the time of death too would have been inconsistent. I don't know. I
really don't either.
Yeah. Well, he's in jail. He had an opportunity to plea,
right?
Where he would have got time served, but he was so convicted in his innocence that he wanted to go to trial and have his day.
I know. He could have basically walked away with just whatever little time he had done and choose to not, and now he's doing 16 years, and they had a kid, right? I believe.
I think they had a daughter. Yeah. Yep.
And so he gave that up to do his, you know, day in court. So and still, what, to this day professes his innocence. So
he got 16 years.
Hard one.
It was a manslaughter charge, and I don't know if it was voluntary or involuntary, or but we consider now like murder in the third degree. You know, the degrees are different depending on the states, is how they categorize it. But it was a manslaughter charge that he's got convicted for 16 years. And I don't know, that's a rough one. That's like a tough situation. Like that's a tough call. So,
and I don't know, I kind of lean more on his side, I guess.
I kind of do too, but there are some things that aren't really kind of,
the cell phone and the moving around, the door being open. So
I think there's something he is withholding. He doesn't mean that he killed her, but I think there is something that he's not telling all the way. But
yeah, I would agree.
Well, our guest is in the waiting room. Should we let her in?
Definitely.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's great to have you.
Good to have you too.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm just a small town girl that really doesn't have much to really say, honestly. No, I'm from Pennsylvania. I am 32. I have a son and a stepdaughter, a husband,
Mhm.
from a small little hole in the earth that nobody knows about.
Awesome. So we were just talking about some of the looks that you've done in the group. Wow. Where do you get where do you get your inspiration from?
Honestly, sometimes it's off the top of my head if it's a palette that I'm inspired by, or sometimes I'll see other influencers and something that they've done. I'm like, oh, I like that, but I want to put a twist on it, or whatever. I feel like, and that's what it's about, is just all of us inspiring one another. So I feel like if I've done that for somebody, then I've done my part, and I'm sure other influencers feel the same.
So what's your background? Are you self-taught? Have you had schooling for it?
No, I'm just self-taught. Just like about anything that I do in my life. No, my full-time job is I'm program specialist for individuals with developmental disabilities at an adult day program. And I've been in the human service field for the last 12 years. Started out as a DSP, worked my way up, but I feel like I always say, I kind of take inspiration from my kids in this manner, because as we grow up and we become adults and we get on our own little paths, but I feel like we have a lot to learn from our own children, because they can be anything they want to be, and they have the world's at their fingertips, and they can do whatever they want to do. And I feel like as we grow up, we kind of maybe lose that little bit of a sense in ourselves like that. So, yeah, I'm 32, but I can still do it. So I still do this.
Yeah.
On the side.
How inspiring. I think it takes somebody with a special heart to work in that field. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you're obviously part of the Suspish squad. How did you come to find us? Did you see us? Did you search for us? How did you join the group?
Actually, through Paul Dow.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember if he invited me or if I found him just through him talking, or I honestly don't remember, but I just remember it was through him.
Oh, we love Paul.
He's amazing.
Yes.
I love him.
So cool. And so some of your looks, we were going back and looking, you have at least some of the things that you've posted on the page are very skull related.
Yeah, everybody loves the skulls and the butterflies. So
in the butterfly, yes, absolutely gorgeous. Gosh, that is amazing. And that's all self-taught.
Yes. And now self-taught, yes, I never went to school in that sense. But I feel like I've learned from, I feel like we all learn from one another. So
of course,
you watch somebody and you're like, oh, I need to try that tip or that little trick. And,
absolutely, yes. And one of my favorite ones you did, it was kind of like a half and a half, the black and white, but then you had just a tint of red on one of the pictures.
My Marilyn Monroe skull. Yeah, yes. Marilyn Monroe inspired.
I love it.
Thanks. I actually saw a tattoo like it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put that on my face. So
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was one of my favorites.
So how long does it take you to do some of these?
That one, I don't remember how long that one took me. I know my Venom look took me a good 12 plus hours. Yeah. And I did it all live. I do all my looks live. I try to do all my looks live. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's amazing. Wow.
Thanks.
So some of the looks that in the group, and we talk a lot about our challenges and we try to change them up a little bit. What do you think about the challenges? And do you have are there any challenges that you would like to see?
I feel like I'm in so many companies and stuff, and we're always doing challenges. So I feel like makeup's endless. So really to say this, it's not accurate, but I feel like I've done it all. I gotta sit down sometimes and really think like, what can I do that I haven't done in a while? But no, I do like the challenges. It does sometimes it makes you step out of your comfort zone.
Mhm.
Like doing like monochromatic looks, like that's out of my comfort zone because I like to mix it up. I like being very vivid and a bunch of different colors, and to
Mhm.
do like one slate of one color, it's just that to me is like stepping out of my comfort zone.
Mhm.
Although it looks simple, sometimes they're not.
Mhm.
Right.
Like looks can be deceiving on some makeup looks.
Yeah.
Definitely takes some skill that you might not realize at first. But no, I do like the makeup challenges, and I like seeing what other people bring to the table too, and things that I didn't think of, like, you know, and how other people take things, you know, in their own direction. So I do like the makeup challenges.
Well, we don't want to take up too much more of your time, but Genya has some questions that will close out this little piece too.
So what I've been doing is I have 10 questions that were curated, and so these have been asked to celebrities for years and years, and they're real simple. You can elaborate on them. You can just give the one word answers.
Okay.
So what is your favorite word?
My favorite word. I can't think of a favorite word. I'm sorry.
What is your least favorite word?
Hate.
Mm.
What is your favorite sound or noise?
Well, a little fun fact about me is noises I'm very particular with. I swear I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have a thing with like repetitive noises, and I can't take them. So that's my least favorite. I know you didn't ask that, but I hate repetitive noises. That I know.
That's coming next. So what's your favorite?
But I'm trying to think. Well, favorite noise, probably like, you know, like a waterfall, like a nice soothing waterfall, like that water, that motion, like that I like. It's soothing. It's not that annoying repetitive like I was referring to, but that's soothing.
So we'll skip that one because we know what your least favorite sound is. All right. So what turns you on?
Oh. My husband's right across the room, so I should probably say my husband.
And what turns you off?
Just, you know, if you just don't have a good personality or you're not a good person.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite curse word?
Mom. I'll be a little.
That's been everybody's favorite. Just
really, yeah. It's just it just flies right off the tip of your tongue like it's nothing.
Exactly.
What other profession other than your own would you like to undertake?
It's always been and you know, dreaming here, but it's always been either a singer or a makeup artist. So I've always wanted to do either or, obviously.
What profession would you not want to ever do?
I would not want to work, and this is in no way any kind of like shade on the profession, because kudos to anybody that can work in it. I cannot work in the medical field. Obviously, huge shout out to those that do. Yeah. Obviously, that's a major field, but I couldn't do it. I went to school straight out of high school for medical assistant. I knew it wasn't for me.
Well, I mean, you know yourself, then yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't. Nope.
And one last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Come in and see your grandmother.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yes.
Well, Tristian, thank you so much
you.
for coming on here today. Thank you for being a Suspicious. Thank you for encouraging and continuing to encourage this group. We love you, and we can't wait to see what else, what other looks you have coming.
Well, thank you guys for having me on, and thank you guys also for having this wonderful group. It is such a good group, and there's so many good people that do participate and are active, and you know, they just show a lot of love and support, and I just love what it stands for. So thank you.
Thank you.
You.
You go enjoy your evening with your hubs.
I am. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have fun.
You have
Bye,
a good
hon.
day. Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Wow.
very delightful.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
What a good heart. These are the kind of people that we know exist in this world, right? We're always surrounded by so much negativity a lot of times, but when you have like truly good-hearted people who just want to do well, you know, want to help others, want to encourage other people, I love it. I love you. You're great, Tristan.
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of stuff, as we mentioned before, coming up in May. We've got Mother's Day. We've got some new challenges. And don't forget about our YouTube giveaway that's still going on. And you have to watch the Chit Chat to know if you win. So stay tuned for the first Chit Chat coming out in May to know if you win for April.
Yes. And if you haven't seen it yet, Deanne Archer for March.
Yes, Deanna, if you haven't done so already, contact Natalie. If your name is called, you have until the next.
Basically the month, I think, is what it is, that whole month. So you have all of April to contact.
With Natalie to claim your prize for March. Stay tuned, Suspicious, in May to see if you win in April.
4 new challenges for May.
Yeah. Love you,
And let us know
Genya.
if you have any
What's that?
suggestions for books. Let us know all the time.
Yes, we love
Or
suggestions.
in the next few months or weeks anyway, some of the upcoming challenges will be some of the ones that have been sent over through some of the posts with suggestions.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's amazing. We love it. We love the interaction. Keep posting, keep trying new things. And if you guys ever need anything, please don't hesitate to tag a moderator, tag an admin, and we will take care of it. We'll answer your questions. Anything you need, we are here for you. And we love you guys. And we thank you for being suspicious.
And always make good choices.
Yes. Have better idols. Get better idols. All right.